start with parallel feet on the bar, on your toes, hip width apart, with the ball under your sacrum. And the head rests down unless you feel like you're really needing that, because I want you to feel like the head can really be heavy, the throat can be heavy, and there's this nice through line from your tail to your head.
Did you say hips together?
Parallel. Yeah, hip width apart. So first of all, let's just have you close your eyes and sense the weight of the pelvis on the wall. Just letting that heat kind of invite some softening and some yielding. And you may feel compelled to breathe into your low belly or into the back of your waist. Or maybe just a deep breath or two. Now, if the ball is in the center of the sacrum, it should feel like you're in a pretty rested neutral to begin with. What I'm going to invite you to do is inhale, arch the low back, and then press out. Exhale, curl, and then pull in. So that's the pattern. It'll start with the breath. Inhale, arch and push. Exhale, tuck and curl. And see if you can find how one informs the next thing. It informs the other thing. So it's less of, yeah, Carolyn, that's it. It's less of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But it's an inhale, arch and push. Exhale, tuck and curl. Good. Come into your toes. Yep. And let your heels be a little softer, yeah. So a little less effort and energy in the ankles. We're going to keep going in this pattern, and I want you to decide if you want or need bigger movement or smaller movement. So what connects your legs to your pelvis to your trunk more efficiently? Okay, and you can talk, but if you have questions or you want to share it, that's fine. You don't have to be quiet.
I think feeling that dropping the heart and the front of your body into the back body as you press out helps.
Yeah, good. So that's interesting. So you're arching and pushing out, but you're also feeling a dropping inward. And do you feel like that's so that you don't just over push out, like overextend?
Yes.
Okay, that's really interesting. I love that. So we do want, we want tone and we want effort around the hips and the low belly and the low back and the legs. We want to feel the legs are connected to the pelvis as a unit rather than, like we were talking about earlier, doing all these separate things, right, with all the different pieces. So I set you on a path with some clear movement objectives, and you get to craft how you do it within those parameters. Good, do 2 more like that. And when I'm looking at you, I'm looking for excessive effort, right? Like overcompensation, like doing too much with the feet, like before, you're fine now. Or if there's, excess effort in the arms, shoulders, the head, and neck. One more time.
I like the feeling of arching, doing that anterior tilt. It makes the legs go into your hip bones so that you can extend.
Good. Good. Really. Yeah. So hold on to that. You're going to store that little nugget in your pocket, and you're going to reverse it. And this is not a matter of one is going to be better than the other. There is different information to be gathered in the opposite pattern, just like what we were working with earlier. So you're changing the breath too. It's exhale, tuck and curl, push. Inhale, arch and pull.
Oh, it's the opposite.
Correct. It's the opposite breath and the opposite movement. So you'll you'll exhale, tuck and curl, push. Inhale, arch and pull. Exhale. Inhale. That's it. Exhale. Inhale.
I feel less integrated overall when I do it
doing that before?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think maybe what I need to do is I need to
Arch.
inhale here and then exhale here.
You can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
If it's
you
the opposite,
have,
right?
well, you have reversed the
I
movement.
did, huh?
But you're
But
doing
the
a
body's
different
the
breath.
Yeah, oh, okay.
So the intent was inhale, arch and push.
Uh-huh.
Exhale, tuck and curl. That's what we did first.
Okay, yeah.
Then to exhale, tuck and push. Inhale, arch and
Oh,
curl.
the breath is still the same.
No, breath is different.
Is it?
Exhale.
Exhale.
Inhale.
Oh, it is different.
Yeah.
Because you're going exhale out.
But you know what I think, what's interesting about that is that maybe both are as integrated for you.
Oh, that I
And
can't
so that you're
distinguish it.
actually having a difficulty distinguishing. Exactly. So what you can play with is take a few in one way, take a few in the other way,
Okay, I'll try
and,
that.
and just be maybe a little more present for if there are differences.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then for you, Carolyn, you feel less integrated. So let's shift it, and instead of focusing on how you feel a lack of integration, where do you feel more connected? Like, are there any little threads of like what works about this?
This is more softening.
Mm-hmm. So inhale, arch to come in. So exhale, so you're feeling the back of your ribs get heavier and spread out. So solar plexus dropping downward. Good.
And I feel like I'm coming up as I arch.
Yeah, which would be appropriate. There'll be a little tug, you know, along that sternum line. That's fine. Okay.
I think I'm ambidextrous.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting given what we were talking about with your right left-handed stuff
Right.
earlier.
It feels the same, but
Yeah.
I know it's not.
Yeah. Okay, so take the balls out for a moment and just set them on your pelvis if you'd like, or you can put them
Oh,
aside.
wow.
And then without too much organization and thought, just do your regular footwork. Out and in. Mm-hmm. Keep switching to your heels, which is okay. I'm just curious. If you're doing that
in my knees.
Yeah, fine. Go to your heels then. Yeah, that's important. So listen to that. Okay, so as you go out and in, what is the experience now that you've kind of pushed the edges and if you've allowed some variation and you haven't just been working to hold neutral still, but we've really been working on these kind of outside edges.
Yeah, it feels really natural now. Neutral is just nice.
Mm-hmm.
There's no effort.
Mm-hmm. And then what's the experience of the legs as being a part of the rest of you?
Feels like the whole leg
Like a
is
whole,
moving.
yeah, almost like the torso's moving out, the legs are just following. The torso comes in, the legs bend.
Great. So a little dance between the trunk and the legs.
Yeah.
And the whole leg, you said,
Yes.
feels incorporated. Take your attention to your upper back for a moment as you do the last few. And just notice, is your upper back with you? At the back of your arms, your shoulders, the upper back, or did you forget about it? And really, it's just it's a total, like, I'm so curious, right?
I've
Because
forgotten about it.
you've forgotten about it. Okay.
I feel it more in my shoulders just because of the
Shoulder
spring
blocks.
that, yeah. But you could really feel the spread in the back as you come in, at least for me.
Great. So there is some sense of integration up into
Yes.
the upper part of you. Great, and rest. Good, nice. So why don't you come up and take a little walk around and swing your arms around